You've always struggled with price lists? You are not 100% sure you are using this advanced tool the right way? Or you simply want to learn more about Odoo capabilities in terms of price management? Then you are at the right place. Hello everyone, my name is Chloe. I'm business analyst and website expert, and today I'm going to present you the resolution of an advanced use case to show you how to properly handle price list with Odoo. You can scan this QR code, so if you have any questions during the presentation, feel free to add them in the pad and I'll answer them at the end of the talk. So here is the agenda for today. First, I'm going to remind you quickly what is a price list in Odoo. Then we will work on our advanced use case together and deep dive into Odoo's configurations. After that, I'll show you some important principles you should keep in mind if you want to make sure that you really master Odoo price list. And at the end of the talk, we will proceed to the Q&A session. So first, what is a price list? As you understand, it is a list composed of prices and rules used by Odoo to decide which prices should be applied to your products. So in Odoo, you can apply a price list, specific prices to one of your customers or multiple of them. You can also detect automatically which price list should be used based on the customer's country. You can manually create your price list in Odoo, or you can decide to import and update them thanks to an Excel file, which goes sometimes faster. So let's go into Odoo. Here, as you can see in the settings, I have the option to activate or not my price list. If I decide to activate them, I can decide to either set multiple prices per product, that's the simple version, or I can create advanced price rules such as discounts or compute the price based on formulas. So I think here now you have an idea of what is a price list in Odoo, but when do you need to use a price list? Actually, you need it if, for example, you want to set different prices for the same product depending on the customer. So if you have regular customers with regular prices and preferential or VIP customers, then you can grant them access to VIP prices. You need it if, for example, you are decreasing the price of your products for large quantities ordered. You need it if you want to use different currencies and let the customers select the right currency on your e-commerce, for example. You also need it if you want to, I don't remember what, but there are many reasons why you need to use price list actually in Odoo. So here in this advanced use case, I'll just develop some of the reasons and we will see how to do it together. So let's work on our advanced use case now. Our company is called WaveRide. We are selling surfboards online in Europe and in America. We have a website dedicated to selling to B2C customers. And we have three main topics to manage with price list on this B2C website. The first thing is the fact that our surfboards are available in different colors, different sizes, different materials. And so sometimes some of those options are more expensive than the others. To manage this in Odoo, let's dive into Odoo and see how we can do it. Let's go on our shop to take some examples. Here, for example, I have this shortboard. This shortboard is available in two different colors and two different lengths. I know that the 5 feet length is more expensive than the 4 feet, no matter what the color is. So to manage this, I can easily click here to edit my product, go in the attribute and variant section, and configure my length attribute. And here I can easily add an extra value, an extra price for my 5 feet value. Okay, this price is VAT excluded. So now if I save, I go back on my website preview, and here, as you can see, it's going to be obvious for the customer that this 5 feet length is more expensive than the other, than the 4 feet. So here, as you can see, the price is also updated. So that's super simple. Now let's take another example. I go on my deep sea surfboard. Here, this surfboard is available in two different colors and two different materials. But in this case, I know that the deep blue color with the material wood is more expensive to produce than the other options. And so it's going to be more expensive for the customer too. To manage this, I cannot use the extra price that I used in the previous example, as the extra price is not linked to a specific single value, but to the combination of two values. So in this case, I absolutely need to use price list. So here I can go here in my price list. As you can see, I created a B2C price list for my B2C website. And here, to manage this use case, I created two rules. So the first rule is here. I created a rule to set a fixed price of 1,300 euros for my specific product, which is the deep sea surfboard. Okay. As you can see here, I can apply a rule on all my products, on a specific product category, on a product, or even on a product variant. And here you need to understand that inside a price list, the more specific rule will apply first, always. The sequence of the rules doesn't matter. So here, as I created a rule for my product in general, I will now create a second rule for my specific product variant. And this rule will apply before the other one. So here I just set a higher price for my deep blue wood surfboard. And now let's go on the website to see how it looks. So here, as you can see, this surfboard costs 1,300 euros if I select those options, but if I select the deep blue wood options, my price is updated and it's more expensive. Okay? So let's go back here. Now I want to use this B2C price list as the default price list for my B2C website. So when someone arrives on the website, this is the price list that should be used. To do so, I need to understand how Odoo will decide which price list will be used. Actually, here the sequence matters. So inside the price list, the sequence doesn't matter, but here Odoo will first check the first price list and see if all the conditions apply. So let's take this one. Here the company is the right one. It's my right company. If a visitor arrives on the website, he will see this price list as here I have the right website set, and the customer needs to be in the European Union because this price list will be only available for people coming from the European Union. Okay? Okay, so that's the first thing to manage. Yes, just one thing, the extra price that we set on the first product is not compatible with price list. So that's the simple version, let's say. And so either you have to decide if you want to use the extra price option or to use price list, but you cannot use both on the same products. So now the second thing we need to manage here on this B2C website is the fact that we want to encourage people to buying surfboards on our website for Christmas. But just a question for you, who wants to do surfing during winter? Okay, so we agree that November is not the high season for surfing, at least in Europe. So we need to find a solution to sell more. And here the idea is to decrease the price by 10% during a specific period, which is winter. To do so, I created a price list here, which is called winter period. And I just created one rule inside it to set a valid specific prices during a specific duration. So here, this price rule will be available from beginning of November to end of December. And actually, I just compute the price thanks to a discount of 10%, and that applies on all my products. So I can say it. Something important to pay attention to if you do this is to always create a rule for outside the period. So you know exactly which prices will apply when we are not in this period anymore. Okay? Otherwise, it could be very annoying for you. So now I want my customers to be aware of this reduction of cost, of price, and so I created an e-commerce promotional code here, which I called Christmas, but you can call it what you want. And actually I send it to all my existing customers so they know they received an email and they know that they can use this code to get the 10% discount on my website. Okay? There are other ways to manage this kind of promotions in Odoo. For example, there is also the simple version. If you go here in the settings, you can activate the comparison price here. And then you can go on your product. And let's take an example with this hibiscus surfboard. Here, as you can see, I have my sales price, and I want to compare it to another price. So the customer will directly see that before there was a price, and now it's less than that, and the price has been updated. So let me show you how it looks. Okay, so here you can see that I have my previous price and my current price. So that's not compatible with price list neither. So that's also the simple version. You can also do it with price list, obviously. And finally, the last thing you could do to manage this kind of promotions is to use obviously promotion programs. But this is also a really advanced tool, and this is a subject for another talk. So I won't talk about it today. The last thing we need to manage on our B2C website is the fact that we are selling in two different currencies, so euro and US dollars, and that we want to detect automatically the right currency when a visitor arrives on the website. So to do so, automatically when I created the Wavewrite company in Odoo, a price list has been created for the main currency linked to this company. So the main currency was euro. And so now I created another price list for the US dollar currency. Okay, here I just want to apply the exchange rate based on the euro prices, and to do so I just had to create this rule which will compute the price thanks to a formula which is based on another price list, which is our B2C euro price list. I don't add any discounts or anything, and I just apply it on all my products. And so automatically the exchange rate will apply. If I go here in the configurations, I just need to add the different country groups directly on my price list to make sure that when someone is part of these country groups, this price list will apply. I added another another country group in my price list on my B2C Euro price list. Here, as you can see, I have the European Union country group. So now let me show you a video to show you how it works. Here I'm located in Belgium, so obviously I see my prices in euro. But if I change, so here you see everything is in euro, but if I change my country and go in Brazil, for example, I refresh my page, and as you can see, the prices will be updated and everything will be in US dollars. Okay, so that's super great and super smart. Okay, so that's it for the currency. Oh no, just one thing I wanted to show you too. Wait, up. You can also decide to let the customer manually select the right currency on your website. But to do this, you need to remove the country groups and make your price list, your two price lists selectable. Okay, so the customer will be able to select it manually. Okay, so that's it for the B2C website. Now let's talk about our B2B website, because yes, we are selling to B2C but also to B2B customers. And so we decided to create two different websites. One of the reasons why we decided this is the fact that we want to display our prices, tax included on the B2C website and tax excluded on our B2B website. So here for our B2B customers, we have obviously dedicated prices, which are less expensive than the prices for B2C customers. And so to manage this, I created another price list, which is called B2B. So in this B2B price list, I just created a rule to compute the price thanks to a formula based on on another price list, which is the B2C price list, and I decided to grant a 12% discount on my products for my B2B customers only. So then the only thing I have to do is to go on my customers here and make sure that each of my B2B customers has access to this B2B price list. Okay. The second thing I have to manage on my B2B website is the fact that I want that all the visitors of the website cannot see the prices and are not able to add the product to their cart. So there is a new, since version 16, there is an option in the settings. It's not new anymore. And you can decide to prevent sales of zero-priced product like this. So you just have to activate this. And the idea here is that anyone coming on the website cannot see the prices, cannot add the product to the cart. Only B2B customers that are connected to their account can see the products, prices, and buy the products. So here, the only thing I have to do when I activated this is to create a price list to make sure to set all the prices to 0 to make sure that anyone arriving on the website won't see the prices. So let me show you. Here I created a price list to set all my product prices to 0. So it's just a simple rule to compute a fixed price of €0 for all my products. And the idea here is really to make sure that this price list will be used first when anyone arrives on the website, except for our B2B customers. So that's the reason why I moved it to the top of our WaveWrite B2B price list. So that's the first price list available for the B2B website, and that's the reason why it's going to be this one, which will be used when someone arrives on the website. So let me show you. Here, as you can see, I'm on the B2B website, but I'm not connected. I don't have access to my B2B account, and so the products are not available for sale. Of course, I can still edit this text. I could change it if I want to. And as you can see, I don't see the price, and the Add to Cart button has been replaced by a Contact Us button. Okay? So that's it for the B2B website. Our business is doing well. So we've just launched a new company which is called Wavy Peasy. Wavy Peasy is renting surfboards in Honduras. And so automatically, when I created this new Wavy Peasy company in Odoo, a new price list has been created. So let me show you. I'll go in the Wavy Peasy company. Okay, so here that's the price list that has been created by default. I just renamed it. And here, as you can see, I added some rental rules. As I'm only renting products, I have to use this rental rules section. And here I can set a price per period, per product. Then here there is something really important to pay attention to. For subscription and rental products, you cannot use the price rules section. It's super important. So actually, if you try to create price rules for subscription or rental products, the price rule won't apply. So don't try to do it. And here the idea is to keep it very simple and simply set a price per period per product. Okay. Still, the Odoo system is super smart because here the sequence doesn't matter. It's the best computed price that will apply first. So for example, if a customer wants to rent a surfboard for 8 hours, Odoo will compare the price of 8 times the price of 1 hour with the price of 1 day, as Odoo knows that 1 day is the same as 8 hours. And so here in this case, it's the price for the day that will apply. Okay? So I think that's it regarding our Wavy Peasy company. I don't have more time to talk about this advanced use case with you today. So here are some pro tips. I won't read them with you today, but the idea is that if you have any questions regarding price list, if you don't understand a behavior or anything, come and check this slide. You can take a picture or go back on the YouTube video afterwards, and maybe you'll find the answer of your questions here. Okay? Maybe I can give you an example of a pro tip. It's, for example, the fact that when you are on a price list, you have a company and you have a website that you can set. If you leave the company field empty, the price list will apply on all companies. But if you leave your website field empty, the price list won't apply on any website. The idea is to make sure that if you display a price list on a website, it's because you want it to. Okay. So that's one of the pro tips you can find here, but you can read it afterwards by yourself. So thank you for your attention, and we will now proceed to the Q&A session.
Thanks a lot, Chloe, for this inspiring talk. We have some questions on the pad. Thank you for the questions. I'll begin with the first one. Is it possible to have different price lists for different countries?
Yes, as I just showed you, wait, I go back here. Yeah, exactly, it's right there. So you can define a specific country group, but you could create a country group for one specific country. And so the price list will only apply for this country group if you set one here.
Okay, thanks. Is it possible to apply a price for a specific product category?
Yes, of course. So when you create a rule here, you can decide if you want to apply it on a specific product category. Here, I have some categories, so I can decide to which category I want to, for which category I want to use this price.
Okay. Can we apply a price list to several customers at the same time?
Yes, so you can actually create your price list, and then if you go in your customers, you could use the view list and set the right price list on multiple customers at the same time, or you can export your contact list and then import it back with the right price list set.
Okay, nice. Here, I have another question that's the same. Can we apply several price lists to one customer?
No, that's not possible, unfortunately. You only have one price list per customer.
Okay, thank you. Can I use price lists in the point of sale app?
Yes, of course. Yes, you can.
Perfect. What is the easiest way to set the same price list to several customers?
Just as I just showed you. So I would say to export all your customers database and put the right price list on those customers and then import it back, or to detect it automatically based on the customer's country. If you want to set the same price list for all the people coming from Belgium, for example, that's easier to use the country detection.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to find my way into the questions. Can price lists be used for subscription logic?
Yes, of course. So let me show you. I didn't have time to talk about it, but here you can define some prices for recurring prices, so for your subscription products, of course. But it's the same, just one thing, it's the same as the rental products, so you cannot use price rules if you create, if you are using a price list for subscription or rental products. Okay?
Okay, thanks. I still have one question. Can you see the different price lists a product is in, and can you decide what price list is displayed first for a product?
For a product? Yes, of course. So if you go on the product, let's take this one. I don't see it, but before it was possible to see. Wait, here? No. Before it was possible to see all the prices linked to a specific product, but I don't see it anymore, so I think it's not possible anymore.
Okay, well, unfortunately, we do not have time for the last questions. If you still have questions, do not hesitate to come see Chloe at the end of the talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Chloe.